Bugger, bugger!
Welcome. Ask any comedian who the funniest person they've ever met is, and they will universally tell you it's a friend from home, an old colleague, a member of the family. This universal response is, of course, a blatant attempt at appearing humble, and is clearly a lie. My own uncle's attempt at making us laugh, his elephant impression, saw him face multiple charges in a court of law, for example. Now, does that mean we shouldn't invite non-comedians on Taskmaster? No, I say! We bring them on and we refocus from laugh with to laugh at. The New Year's treat is upon us. The lambs are nearly table ready. Please welcome David James! Hannah Fry! Martin Lewis! Melanie Blatt! And Sue Johnston. And sitting next to me, another non-comedian. Whispered to me at our Christmas party that his New Year's resolutions were to lose weight, to spend more time with the kids, and to play a significant role in crushing any country's attempt to leave the Commonwealth.
Hey, little Alex Horne!
Very special occasion. I've written a special poem. You want to hear it?
I genuinely don't want to hear it.
It's about you.
Yep.
And me. And feminism. And pork.
And pork.
Some men think they're tough. Arnie's really strong. Underneath it all, though, something might be wrong. Alex knows his limits. Greg is good at swimming. Every day is special, so are lots of women. It's about a person acrostic. It says...
Just put it away.
It says sausages down the side.
It's just such a weird man. OK, what's the prize task category?
It's a good question, Captain Handsome. And the category is the source of the greatest pride.
Ooh.
Greatest pride. Is mine my children, or my wife, or maybe my dark blue car? Yes, it's probably the car. It's got electric windows. So, 5 points to the person Greg thinks has brought in the best thing, and the overall winner will proudly take home all 5 at the end of the show and the start of the year. So back to you, Mr. Taskmaster. Here we go.
David James, what thing have you brought in that is a source of great pride?
I'm an artist, and going to the Taskmaster house, I felt tremendous pride. So I felt that I should bring in a gift for the winner, which is a painting of Alex. Well, you're...
Ruffled my feathers somewhat.
You're in there as well.
David James did this.
No way.
If I find out that the only representation of me is that weather vane, David...
No, you're actually just behind Alex's head.
Oh, there we are.
It is lovely. The details. Lovely little white bird at the top.
The attention to detail's lovely. Normally people don't bring in good stuff. Blatt!
Oh, yes. I have a MasterChef apron.
Yes. Here it is.
I got to the final.
Did you?
Yeah, I got to the final. And then, because I was so upset that I didn't win, I then did the Christmas one and lost that one as well.
And you're a good cook?
I'd like to think so.
What's your speciality?
All of it.
Christ! Martin, what did you bring in?
So, what I thought... I love games. That's one of the reasons I'm here. I absolutely love and adore games, and I was privileged to be on what I had thought until now was one of the best game shows on television, House of Games. I brought in one of the prizes, which is the House of Games Richard Osman Face deck chair. There we go. Hey. And I am aware.
Do you ever go into theatres and shout Macbeth as well?
I am aware I am risking this prize, so I'm putting that up in return for hopefully getting a better prize, which would be winning Taskmaster.
There is also a slight small print issue with this. If you win a BBC quiz show, you're not allowed to give that prize to... It's illegal.
Is it genuinely illegal?
Actually, interestingly, though, because I gave away prizes in a charity auction, I had written permission to do it in advance to give away my prizes, because I read the terms and conditions. I didn't know...
Who would have thought that the king of the nerds would be out nerding? Thank you, Martin. Sue.
One of my favourite things in my kitchen, which I see every day, is an old photograph of my mother with Paul McCartney and another friend of mine, now deceased, and myself. And for me, it's just a lovely memory of my old friend, now deceased, my mum, deceased. Sorry, I'm going to make you cry. And,
No, you're just making me think, I can't score this badly either, can I?
Here's the photo, Greg.
Let's have a look.
Judge this.
Oh, that's so good.
it was a comedy show.
It's going to be tough to score harshly. Hannah.
Right, so the wording was the source of the greatest pride, right?
Yes.
So, so I brought this. The greatest pride on earth, obviously lions.
I could have had 1,000 guesses, Hannah.
The reason why I think an ovary is particularly good, because if I show you one more photo of this, actually, see that little bubble on the top?
Yeah.
That is a follicle on the ovary that is ready to release an egg, so this is quite literally bursting with pride.
Is it twins, triplets? Or is it just a single little lion? Because one lion doesn't make a pride.
Lovely work by David James.
Right then, Greg.
Well, I don't want Osmond to think I've got beef with him, but I'm tempted to give him 1 point. Sacrilege, you can't bring Osmond to this cathedral. I have the greatest of respect for him. 1 point to Martin Lewis and Richard Osmond. Very best wishes to you, Richard. Good luck with the books and stuff, OK? I think Melanie Blatt probably makes delicious foods, but 2 points.
2 to Mel Blatt.
I'll give the Lions ovary 4 points. I'm going to mess with your scoring system here. I'm jumping up, that's right,
Yeah.
2 points. I'm going to 4 points for the Lions ovary because I was so impressed with it.
Right.
I think David's worked very hard, and I think that Sue has obviously had a lovely relationship with her mother. So I'll give those 2 5 points. There, I've said it.
There we go.
Those are my judgments.
5 to David, 5 to Sue.
Next task.
Yes, and we're going to commence proceedings in the lab, which is short for laboratory, not Labrador on this occasion. Just in case there was any confusion, you can't commence proceedings in a dog. Let's go!
Oh, hello. Ooh.
Hello.
Hi.
Should I call you Professor? Or...
If you... I insist on it, yes.
Hello, Professor.
No, don't. That sounds weird.
What do I need to do?
Up to you, David.
Oh, God, it's heavy. Oh, no, it's not.
Should I open it?
I reckon.
OK. Better put glasses on, it's close.
Is that the... I have to try and open it?
Let's start again. What would you like me to do?
I'd love you to open the box.
Ooh.
Is this the task?
No, we thought this would be straightforward.
Oh, that's very nice. Somebody's a bit obsessed.
It's Greg.
Don as many gloves as possible.
Don as many gloves as possible.
Yeah, I think you've just locked it.
Oh, hang on.
You have 5 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
Mel, do you have someone to open suitcases?
I mean, I was nervous. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. It's absolutely incredible. Let's crack on.
OK, the gloves are off, but not for long, as we begin with David, Martin and Melanie.
Oh, maybe I should take my rings off.
You've got so many rings, Mel.
Oh, you know, I'm not Mr. T.
In what way? Oh, the rings.
I don't have to put it on my hands. Right. Well, I'll do a few for safety.
If I put one on my ear, that would be donned, wouldn't it? Does it have to go on my ear?
What size feet have you got?
It's not about the size of the feet, it's how you wear the shoes.
And this is how you wear the shoes.
I've got the technique off now.
Ooh, codpiece.
OK.
I'm donning them.
They feel nice?
No.
Oh.
I don't know where these gloves have been.
No, we don't.
That's going to work. Look at that.
You are pulling it off.
I think I'm losing the sensation in this hand.
Right.
Ooh.
What?
5 seconds. Yeah, that's on, isn't it?
Right, can I start taking these off? Cause...
No, not yet. No, Mel, I'm going to ask you to hold these. You sure?
Go on.
Did you have any advice before doing this show, Martin?
Read the top bit of the card and then turn over the back side of the card to check if there's anything, and that's what I didn't do.
What does that say, Martin?
This is not the task.
No, that's not the task. The task is behind the hand, Martin.
What, while I'm balancing all this?
Yeah.
That went well.
Oh, spilled some. I might as well use my hand.
Aha!
Remove all your gloves and put them back in the glove box. You may not put the glasses down. Fastest wins.
You may not put the glasses down.
I didn't put it down, I threw it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
For every gram of sand spilled, a second will be added to your time. Bollocks. Your time starts now.
OK, I've stopped the clock. Well done.
A pretty fool.
Well, you went route one, Mel, with putting gloves on hands.
The thought didn't even enter my mind that...
Put it anywhere else.
Exactly.
Of course, gloves go on hands.
Correct.
Correct. I like simplicity. I'm sorry you were so rubbish at the task. OK, David. I found your decision to put all of the gloves on one hand intriguing.
It was quite an extreme attempt. He put on 40 gloves.
Wow. And had 38 of them on one hand.
Yeah. He took them off incredibly quickly, 35 seconds. Unfortunately, he spilt 473 grams of sand, so that's 8 minutes 28 in total, which is not great. Mel's was 10 minutes 6. Martin, different. Do you want to talk about Martin?
I do want to talk about Martin. My instinct was to penalise you for your definition of donning when you started ramming them into your shoes and your top. And then you started to resemble a Regency dandy. This man's got style.
Only spilt 61 grams, but he took a long time, 5 minutes 5 seconds to put all the gloves back in the box. He's currently in the lead with 6 minutes 6 seconds. 2 people left to go. It's Hannah and Sue.
Your time starts now. This is not the task.
I'm thinking that, like, actually, because that's bigger than my actual hand... Aha. OK, I found part 2. All right, just going to put some gloves on.
This is not the task, so these... Oh, God, must be a task.
So you've discovered the second half of the task.
And still put these on? Yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
Bugger. Sorry, I shouldn't have said bugger. Oh, it's Channel 4. Well, it must have something to do with this, then. Oh, for God's sake.
Yep, that's your time up. So, Hannah, I'm going to give you these to hold.
Thank you so much.
Remove all your gloves and put them back in the glove box. You may not put the glasses down.
I really should have read that better, shouldn't I? Your time starts now.
Oh, bugger! Oh, sorry.
It's fine, it's Channel 4. That's good.
It's better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame you took all the gloves out.
Oh, no!
They're in. Stop.
Shall I stop the clock?
Shut up the box.
Shall I stop the clock?
Yes.
Yes, stop the clock.
Hannah, you're a professor, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
What of?
Mathematics.
And that's legit, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
OK. I just think that history will view your attempt in the following way. I've written it down. You read the back of the initial task. And you
Oh, no, I
discovered-
didn't read the back. That was key.
Oh, no.
Because I didn't know that that first bit wasn't the task. I thought that there was a second part of the task.
This explains a lot. Because we thought you were really thick.
Yeah.
Sue, what's your excuse? Because you knew for sure that wasn't the task, but you decided to burrow away in the old suitcase anyway, didn't you?
I don't know, I can't remember.
How refreshingly honest. Hannah's sand count looked pretty damn sweet to me, if I might be so bold.
She spilt 76 grams. Sue only spilt 34 grams. So it's all about the speed. Hannah put all her gloves in the box in 1 minute 46. Sue in 2 minutes 39. So it's 5 to Hannah, 4 to Sue, 3 to Martin, 2 to David, and then Mel was the slowest and she didn't put all the gloves in. How many points does Mel Blatt get?
Let's give her a point.
1 point to Mel Blatt.
Right, how's the scoreboard, Alex?
Well, Mel, you're at the bottom, unfortunately, with 3 points. Joint leaders Hannah and Sue with 9 points. Long way to go.
Anything you've got to say for yourself before we start the next task, Alex?
Ah, oui, monsieur. Je ne regrette rien.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Mel Blatt.
Hello.
I've got a stuffed puffin at home.
Why have you got a stuffed puffin at home?
Because my friend Herman Riderson decided it would be a good gift.
What is it?
It's called an egret.
An egret?
Cute.
Yeah.
Love that. Bit of messed up taxidermy. OK.
Should I open this? Hello, bird.
What type of bird? Good.
Do something you regret.
Biggest regret wins.
You have 20 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Have you done many things you've regretted, Sue?
Too personal to tell you.
Right.
Mostly concerned with sex.
Right.
I don't regret anything.
You're going to have to.
I'm going to keep my clothes on because we would all regret that. We're not snogging.
Right. Thank you, Martin.
Is there any alcohol here?
Why?
Because I'd regret doing a shot of tequila.
I could drink a shot of toilet water.
You said that as if that's something you've done before.
Can I go and have a look around the house?
Please do.
I'm not going to do that, don't worry.
Yeah, if you do it, make sure we're filming it.
OK, sure. That's not the point of the show.
I'd like to talk about Herman's puffin.
I lived in Iceland for 6 months.
Oh.
And they take the pufflings and
Yeah.
they chuck them into the water. And
Right.
for 2 years, they float in the sea before they start flying. And this one didn't fly very well for very long and got stuffed and ended up on the mantelpiece.
Oh, OK. Who's Herman?
Herman Riderson, my former teammate.
Why did he buy you a puffin, David?
I don't know if he bought it. It's a small island. He's very well known. I'm sure they gifted it to him.
Should we see some stuff?
OK, it's the number wizards up first, Professor Hannah Fry and Martin Lewis, the monkey shaving sex bot. Here we go.
could take... I mean, I could take... I'm not doing it.
What's that, Martin?
I was going to take my fitness tracker off and get steps without it counting. That's just... It's just not happening. There's something... This show isn't worth it, frankly. It literally goes against every fibre of everything I do to simply walk around for a length of time without your fitness tracker on. I average 25,000 steps a day. I've not missed 10,000 steps. I mean, there's no point in walking if it's not counting. OK, I'm talking myself into it. Let's just do it. I monitor my blood pressure, I monitor my heart rate, I monitor my sleep, I have a graph of every game I played against my wife at Scrabble. All of that is part of my personality. And this is just the opposite.
OK. Alex, was it your birthday?
It was, yes.
Congratulations. Did you have a cake?
Well, I suppose I did, yes, there it is.
I thought maybe we could eat some.
We?
Oh, yeah. Thing is, I think that actually what would be really nice, some radishes, little sauces, just spice it up a little bit. This one's called Skullfucker. All the best cakes repeat on you, don't they? Scotch bonnet for your cake.
So you're going to eat it?
No, you're going to eat it as well. I don't want to take the last bit of your birthday cake.
Right.
Here you go, just a little bite. Cheers.
I suppose so.
I'm boxing though.
Definitely futile. This feels a very futile act.
That's starting to hurt a bit, isn't it?
I think it's the skull one.
I know, now I'm sweating, and I'm sweaty as well, pointlessly.
I'm really sweating.
Hold on. Good luck.
Yeah, I feel quite sick.
20 seconds.
Sheer futility.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
Hannah.
going to put my head in a bucket of milk.
Yeah.
I regret that.
Thank you, Martin.
I won't say thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, Martin, I would sum up your attempt with just 3 words that I wrote down and see if everyone agrees with me. Your poor wife.
That went against every ounce of obsessive nature I have in my body. And even watching it then, I felt a little bit of sick in my mouth.
How's the hot sauce cake?
It was pretty spicy. There was also a lot of cake left over. It looks like you didn't enjoy the party the day before.
Well, I was saving up, I was going to bring it home to my children, and that's...
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I have so much regret.
Let's move on.
Now it's David James, the goal-saving expert.
Is time an issue here?
Oh, you don't need to use the full 60
good.
minutes.
Oh. I regret that. I feel so regretful.
Honestly.
Well, it was a nice bird. Plastic in the middle. Is that how they stuff them?
I don't think it's a real bird.
Doesn't even smell like a real bird.
What were you expecting it to smell like?
Nests.
Thank you. Sorry about the regret.
Just in case.
It's not a real bird. Not a real bird.
Now we know why Hannah's bird was all smashed up. What I would question is whether you regretted it afterwards, because your mouth said, I regret it, but to me, you regretted it in the same way a serial killer regrets.
My puffin at home,
What have you done to that?
every time I see the puffin, I think of egret.
It's time now for the final 2 attempts. Haven't they changed since the Great British Bake Off? Yes, it's our old friends Mel and Sue.
No, I tell you what I would totally regret is showing my feet on television. And I've only ever done it once, and that was on the Royal Family. And when I saw it in the script, I said to Caroline, do I have to do this? Because my feet are the ugliest feet in the world.
Okay, I think I've got something.
Right. Do you want to do it right away?
Yeah.
We're going to do it right now?
Yeah.
Right. Hi. Everything all right?
Sort of. OK. I'm going to call this egret Eric. It's easier to say. Eric, look at my feet. That'd be good. OK. Why am I looking at them and drawing attention to them? Stop it. Oh, God, I feel sick.
If you could just bend down slightly.
Bend down slightly.
Yeah.
OK.
Close your eyes. Done.
Oh, real mixed messages there now.
I regret that instantly.
I don't.
Well.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Alex does not like it if I even pop an arm on him. So that kind of physical I know for a fact his wife's never done that. So you did genuinely regret it?
Oh, my God, of course.
Because I put it to you. Well, of course.
Yeah, this isn't great for me because to regret means to feel sad, repentant or disappointed over something you've done. Yeah, OK, fair enough.
Sue, I mean, I didn't get a long enough look at them both. They didn't look that bad to
They're
me.
bloody awful.
They really are.
Sorry.
They really are.
No,
I'm
really
sorry,
got
Sue.
a phobia.
They look, you know, from the brief flash I saw of them, they looked all right.
A brief flash is all you need.
All right, I should give some points out.
Yeah.
David James, I put it to you, you did not regret smashing that bird up at all.
Wow.
1 point to David James. You're going to have to work harder to convince me that you regretted that, Mel.
Me?
You regretted the kiss.
What? I thought I'd won that.
I'm going to give you 2 points. Hannah, I think you regretted the cake about 3 points. Martin, I'm going to give you 4 points. The regret was real. The reasons were fucking weird.
I'll take it.
None of us have ever seen on-screen regret like Sue and her horrendous feet. Sue takes 5 points. Hey, let's have another task.
Well, we might as well. And this one is all about making the right choices at the right time. And there's some water and buckets and that sort of thing. Here we go.
OK.
We're in the garden.
Yes.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's quite nice. It's getting a bit chilly, though, now.
OK. Those are bins, that's the bucket, that's the bottle.
Read the task.
Transfer the most water from the bucket to the bottle using only the contents of one of these bins.
You may open one bin every minute, but you must use the contents of the bin you open last.
I mean, I could choose the right bin first. Or the wrong bin.
Well, exactly.
Then I've got to wait a minute.
Yeah.
So if it's a feather, it's pretty rubbish.
You may not touch or move the bucket or the bottle.
Most water in the bottle after 5 minutes wins. Your time starts now. OK.
So if I start on a bin,
You've got a minute, basically, to decide whether or not
I'm going to use it or not.
Yeah.
But then again, if I choose not to use one, I've got less time on the rest of it. Suck it and see.
Suck it and see, I suppose.
I see you and Mel have entered the awkward post-kiss phase of your relationship. Actually talking about the weather.
I was still flustered, yeah.
Yep, she's seconds away from ghosting you at that point. Should we crack on?
Sure. Well, first up, it's 2 men who sound like 4 men. It's David, James, Martin and Lewis.
What have you found?
Small ice cup. That does not look an efficient transportation method for me.
The ramekin's been discarded.
This one. OK. Well, I've got a minute, so I might as
So
well...
wait, so... Oh. So you're only using gloves?
Oh, shit. This was a bad move, wasn't it?
You may look in another bin.
Well, that's much better. That should soak up the water.
This was a really bad move.
OK, that's really tough to get in. I would have been better with the ramekin. And he definitely said no touching the bottle.
No touching or moving the bucket or bottle.
Oh, the ramekin would have been so good.
I think I might do this.
You're losing so much each time you go through.
I can see that.
I'm done.
Right, well, you've got time to spare. So 2.5 minutes to do whatever you want, David.
Cup of coffee.
Coffee, right. That one almost missed entirely. It's not empty.
The ramekin would have been so much better.
I didn't move the bottle. I only moved the table.
Can I just say that got me 412 steps? Thanks.
I mean, you're consistent, Martin. It's incredible. Now then, David, let's talk about the concept of moving things.
Yeah.
When we were putting the water into the bottle, there would have been tiny little movements.
What are the atomic scale?
Whatever the scale you want to go to.
Everything is always moving unless it's at absolute zero.
mean,
So he has a
technically-
technical point, doesn't he?
There we go.
He's the professor of
Earth
this.
is moving.
Yeah.
I mean, time pass. There's all sorts of movements.
So in order for any of you to succeed in the task, you would have had to have broken the laws of physics. Thank you. We're looking at the concept of moving in more pedestrian or normal terms.
And now, finally, it's a royal, a professor and a saint. It's Sue, Hannah and Mel.
No, I don't think I'll have that one. That could take me a long time.
Oh, well, that's bloody useless, isn't
What
it?
have you found?
Some gloves? No.
OK, now we stand around for 30 seconds.
Great.
OK. I think I'm just going to stick with this.
OK. OK, second minute.
Great.
Now, you seem more interested.
There we go. Like that.
Yeah.
You going pipe?
We're ground piping.
OK, that's not working how I wanted it to work.
It's working a bit.
It's quite a long pipe, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, here it comes.
Oh no, I've not thought this through.
Gravity's pretty good, isn't it? You know, I've got a PhD in fluid dynamics.
What is this process called, Hannah?
Pipes?
Pipes. You put both ends in.
Very feeble, isn't it?
I got water to spare.
Well, that was heroic.
Wow. Pretty dignified all round. I was going to say same system used by all three ladies, but in fact a different system using the same thing.
Yeah, they all had their own interpretation of how to use a
yeah.
tube.
My favourite quote from the whole attempt? Yeah. We're ground piping, yeah?
Yes, we are.
But ground piping isn't a thing?
No.
OK. Mel, interesting, though, you didn't do any ground piping. You used it as a vessel to transport water. You sucked it in, you blew it out.
Well, I knew there was some sort of science to the suck and blow. So I knew there was some sort of tactic. I just didn't know what that tactic was.
Now, Sue.
Yes.
I don't know whether you're allowed to transport it using the object, but then get it into the bottle by spitting it in.
I mean, more liquid came out of Sue's mouth than we expected. OK, well, obviously, David and Hannah filled up their bottles completely. Then we have Martin at the bottom with 314 millilitres, Sue 478 millilitres, and 2 millilitres more, Mel 480 millilitres. I need to show you one more thing.
Oh, OK.
And I think this is awful. I think someone may be about to have their professorship revoked.
Oh, which one of them could it be?
Right, you stay there for a second. Oh, shit! That doesn't count, it's touching the bottle. It's still going.
2 minutes 15.
No.
I certainly agree with you.
No.
I agree with David. I think he's got a really good point about the movement and the atomic scale.
So Hannah's disqualified, 0 points, so everyone else
I'm afraid so.
Right, everyone else moves up 1. David, who also filled up the bottle.
He moved the bottle.
So he's also disqualified.
Don't make me feel like I'm going mad.
So it's 0 to David and Hannah, which means it's 3 points to Martin, 4 to Sue, and the winner of that task, with 5 points, is Mel Blatt!
OK, make your way to the stage for the final task of the show! Hi there, baby boy. Who's reading the task?
Melanie Blatt, I think.
Draw the most accurate picture of the contents of the box. If you answer Greg's question correctly, you may look at the box for 0.1 seconds. If you answer Greg's question incorrectly, you must start your picture again. You may only answer Greg's question if you are the first to shout your surname. You have until 20 seconds after Greg runs out of questions.
Whoever's first gets to peek in this little hole here. You can look through that hole, the lights will come on for 0.1 second. If you get your question wrong, I'm going to come over and rip the sheet out of your pad and you have to start again.
Wow, I thought that was going to be a lot more threatening.
I will rip the sheet out of your pad.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How many steps is it across to the box?
Good luck, everyone.
Here comes question 1. Who is older, Andy Murray or Jamie Murray?
Lewis.
That's Martin Lewis.
Jamie Murray.
Is correct.
Andy Murray. Oh.
So you can come up, Martin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
OK, his eyes are ready. OK, back you go. Next question, please, Greg.
Who is older, Andy Murray or Colin Murray?
Right. Colin Murray.
Correct, by 10 years. Up you go. OK, she's having a look.
Who is taller, Andy Murray or Bill Murray?
Blatt. Andy Murray.
Is correct.
Is
Have a
correct.
look. By 1 inch. Have a look, and here we go.
Who is taller, Bill Nighy or Bill Bailey?
James.
Hello.
Bill Nye.
It's correct.
Who is older, Bill Bailey or Bill Gates?
Gates.
Is correct. You can have another thing. We want as detailed a picture as possible. She's looking.
I'm intrigued that Sue's going into so much detail on her picture. Given that she literally hasn't got a clue what's on there.
I'm drawing you instead.
Oh. We'll carry on. Who is older, Gareth Gates or Gareth Southgate?
James.
Lewis.
It's gone to Fry. Fry?
Southgate.
Is correct. You can have another look.
Sue, still drawing. Who is taller, Gareth Southgate or Gareth Bale?
James. Gareth Southgate.
Is wrong. We must
Wrong.
start again.
That's cruel. That is cruel. Who's taller, Christian Bale or Christian Slater?
Blatt.
That's Mel Blatt.
Bale.
It is Bale. You can have a
Correct. How many looks do you need?
Get those details. Oh, she's seen something.
Who is taller, Cat Slater or Judy Murray?
Blatt. Cat Slater.
Incorrect. I have to run to the way from you. I'm so sorry.
It was inevitable.
This is such a good picture. There's only 2 left. Good luck.
It's Johnston, if you want to get in amongst
That's
us.
my name,
I
yes.
know. Who is taller, Cat Slater or Judy Murray?
Frank Johnston.
That's right.
I'm really sorry. Judy Murray.
It's correct.
It's correct.
I wasn't paying attention.
We're getting to the end.
Little stare. Lovely. Who is older, Judy Murray or Andy Murray?
Johnston.
It's Johnston. But she hasn't yet got it right. She might have to start
Judy
again.
Murray.
It's correct.
It's correct. It's good.
That was the final question. The light will go on, then you've got 20 seconds to draw your picture.
Oh, bloody hell.
Get drawing. The clock is counting down.
I'd rather draw Greg.
Yeah.
That's your time up. Please put your pens in your pots. Thank you, everybody. So, Greg, would you like to see what's inside the box?
I'll tell you what I'd like. I'd like you to open the box.
It's Melanie, everybody. Well done, Melanie.
Come down here. We're discussing. Give out some points.
We're back. Do you want to see the pictures and the contents of the box, and you can judge them?
Big time.
Greg, what was in the box was this.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
There is.
And the pictures look like this. Here we go. So, what was the most accurate? And I guess what was the least accurate picture, Greg?
As much as I don't want this to be the case, probably Sue should come last on this.
Right. 1 point to Sue Johnston.
Yeah. Melanie, you had quite a lot of glances, and then it was cruelly ripped up and started again. And I think maybe you panicked at that point.
But look at the tats. Got all the tats in, the goggles.
And you've got her body exactly like a leak.
Exactly the same. Hello.
So it's 2 points to Mel.
Yeah. Now, Martin, I'd argue that is quite a beefy man.
I'll accept that.
He's topless. There is a chicken.
We're saying 1, 2, 3, Sue, Mel and Martin.
That's what I'm saying.
Points-wise. So it's the 4 and the 5.
So it's between these two. It's just who's the best.
Hannah did this.
It's a woman.
Yep.
There's tats. There's a ghoulish blank face and deep, hollow black eyes.
OK, and David did this.
Wow. What's the thing in the sky, David?
In my peripheral vision, I was sort of focused in the middle. There was something there, and I couldn't work out whether it was a disco ball.
Sure.
And by the looks of that...
In the trade, it's known as a hallucination.
Well, in the picture, it turns out to be a chicken. And that chicken's lucky I didn't grab it and smash it on the table.
I mean, instinctively, I say that David's is the most accurate portrayal of the person who was through there, clearly. Hannah, 4 points. David James takes it with 5 points. There you go.
Would you like to find out who's won the actual show?
I want that more than I want anything.
In last place with 12 points, it's Mel Blatt. 1 point ahead, we got David James with 13 points. Martin Lewis in third with 14 points. She got 16 points in second place. It's Hannah Fry. And the winner got 19 points, Greg.
Sue Johnston is the winner of our New Year's treat. Please pop up to the stage and then raise the eyebrows, the golden eyebrows. everyone. See you for another series soon. But for now, please applaud this year's last big winner, Sue Johnston!
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.